This year's Developer Direct Showcase gave us a closer look at some of 2023's most anticipated titles, as well as an insane looking game that we didn't even know existed. So let's do a quick refresh on everything we learned.
Putting a real-time strategy spin on one of the world's most popular games, Minecraft Legends already looked like a winner, but the Developer Direct show now has us absolutely dying to get our hands on those blocky battlements. We learned more about the game's PvP multiplayer, where cooperation is key. You'll be sharing both your army and its resources, so with a procedurally generated map and an AI-controlled piglin horde to contend with, finding a way to work together efficiently is your only hope of victory. There are lots of different approaches for each player to take. You can go straight on the attack and lay siege on the enemy base, do some exploring to get a sense of the area and find resources, or hang back and focus on building your base up. By adding walls, gates, traps, and towers, you'll make yourself far harder to defeat while setting up other camps nearby, and filling them with mobs is another great way to repel the enemy.
Oh, and don't forget, there's also rideable mobs too for when you want to charge valiantly into battle like a boxy William Wallace. We also got an answer to when we can strategize and deploy when the game hits Xbox and PC Game Pass on April 18th. We also got to pop the hood on Forza Motorsport and see just how much of a technological marvel this new racer is going to be. And honestly, we're talking like James Cameron levels of impressive here. Some 6 years in the making, the new addition to the series will represent a bigger step forward in physics models than the ones found in Forza Motorsport 5, 6, and 7 combined. You're going to see light bouncing off your car's bodywork in all kinds of astonishingly authentic, eye-wateringly gorgeous ways, thanks to the game's cutting-edge ray tracing tech, and it'll even look great when things are going badly, with damage and dirt effects that are unique to each car appearing more in low-pressure areas for added realism. And all this is happening rendered in full 4K 60 with real-time ray tracing on the track and thousands of fully animated spectators watching alongside it.
Oh, but it's not just the eye candy that Forza Motorsport will be delivering either. It's also bringing over 500 different cars for you to play with from launch, including over 100 that are new to the series, making this the largest collection of modern racers in the series' history. With over 800 unique upgrades, you'll be able to kit them out however you like before taking them for a spin on one of the game's 5 new environments, such as Kialami in South Africa. With over 3 terabytes of photogrammetry data going into the creation of each track, you'll be experiencing 10 times more detail than in the previous games wherever you go. And finally, Forza Motorsport will also see the introduction of dynamic weather, but don't let that rain on your parade.
Like a bolt from the blue, Hi-Fi Rush came storming into the Developer Direct Showcase and pretty much flipped the whole thing on its head. From the creators of The Evil Within, wait, seriously? Oh. Well, this rhythm action game sees you playing as a young buck named Charleyy who is determined to make it as a rock star with nothing but a dream, a robotic arm, and a music player buried in their chest. As one does, of course.
The thing that makes Hi-Fi Rush so cool is the way everything in the game syncs up to its living soundtrack, with your moves adding a whole new layer to the music. As you take on enemies and obstacles, you'll deal more damage by landing attacks on the beat, allowing you to pull off moves that deal massive damage and look incredibly stylish at the same time. And they'll come in especially handy when you're taking part in the game's crazy boss fights, set to the tune of licensed music from the likes of the Black Keys and 9 Inch Nails. You'll also get to team up with a host of other like-minded music-obsessed fighters, as well as an adorable robot cat. Most importantly, you can indeed pet the robot cat.
Well, I guess more importantly than that, the game hit Xbox Game Pass just minutes after the show ended. But yeah, the cat is still very important too. As well as all of the brave new worlds the showcase introduced us to, we also got to explore a whole new section of one of our all-time favourite realms, the fantastical world of Elder Scrolls Online. Available on PC from June 5th and Xbox consoles from the 20th, the new chapter Necrom is in Eastern Morrowind, an area we've not visited since 1994. It's apparently one of the most welcoming places in all of Tamriel, although the return of a certain Daedric prince from Skyrim's Dragonborn DLC might just tarnish that reputation. The Necrom expansion also adds in another class, wielders of forbidden magical knowledge known as Arcanists. And to top it all off, the expansion works beautifully with the Xbox Series X and S's enhanced edition of the game, so you can look suaver than ever while you're doing whatever it is that Arcanists do.
Last up, we decided to swing by the quiet island community of Redfall to see how things are going. And it turns out, yeah, still not great. The vampire-ridden open world is Arcane's largest ever setting, and it's just crawling with creepy bits of environmental storytelling and spontaneous encounters. Oh, and also vampires. Really can't stress that enough. We got a closer look at the 4 characters you can choose to play as and their upgradable abilities too. There's Jacob Boyer and his undead eye, scouting raven and sniper expertise from his time in the special forces. Layla Ellison, the telekinetic powerhouse, who can raise her team up with her spectral lift or absorb damage with her ethereal umbrella. Dev Crowsley is a fame-hungry cryptid hunter with teleporters and black lights to petrify his prey. And lastly, Remy De La Rosso, armed with her robot Paul Bribin, who can distract enemies very nicely, and seems a good laugh all round.
Oh, and we also learned that you'll find psychic spaces littered across the island, strange, ethereal places that house vampire nests and harbour some of their darkest secrets. You can take out the nest by finding and destroying its heart, although you will have to slay your way to it first. And if you do succeed, you'll have to hotfoot it out before the whole place collapses. Mad. Beyond that, you'll basically have to take Redfall back out of the vampire's bony clutches neighbourhood by neighbourhood, and that'll mean clearing out safe houses as you work your way up to a frighteningly powerful vampire named the Siphon, while there are also a variety of underbosses that you can take on to earn skulls. Although the skulls then help you to summon a vampire god to fight, so it's kind of a vicious vampire cycle.
So, has Redfall shot up your list of must-visit locations? Good, because it will be coming straight to Xbox and PC Game Pass on May 2nd. Whether you're looking to break the land speed record or bust up some vampires, the Developers Direct Showcase gave everyone something to get excited about. What are you most looking forward to playing? Hit the comments to let us know, and don't forget to like and subscribe. Bye!